Hey, Shalom family. I just wanted to share a thought that I was having about just the fact that we have to be mindful of what we are allowing ourselves to hear, what we are taking in, what we're reading, listening to, new information, especially when it's new information, something that we are unfamiliar with, something that we are in a place of seeking, understanding, and knowledge about, even if it's something we're not particularly seeking at the time, but when it's new information, especially today, a lot of people are studying and seeking out different, first of all, a lot of different teachers, but then also a lot of different books that are coming to surface, beyond, outside of the scriptures, right? There's all kinds of books and stuff that people are looking into, which my suggestion is that if you are a student of the scriptures, if you are a child of Yah, first of all, we should have a firm foundation in the scriptures. We should have a firm understanding of what the knowledge of Yah is, right? What he has revealed to us in the books that we know that he has revealed. He's revealed things to us, right? So we should build on that foundation, and along with that, take the time to build a healthy, strong relationship with the Spirit of the Most High Yah. Make sure that you have His Spirit within you, the Spirit of truth that will lead you and guide you into all truth, and develop a relationship with the Spirit where you can know when something is resonating with His Spirit, right? You can have that checks and balances, but you know something is resonating with you, and that a lot of times when the Most High is showing you, when you hear a truth or something, when the Most High is trying to show you something, when you hear it from another person or a book, it should resonate with what the Most High has already been talking to you about and already been dealing with you about, and it should just add to it and edify and build upon it and be a confirmation of it, right? It shouldn't be, most of the time, completely brand new, right? But in the event that you are hearing completely brand new information, you have to allow yourself to take that and put it on the shelf, like consciously take that and put it on the shelf, and pray about it and ask the Most High to show you, is this true? You can't just be like, that makes sense, or ooh, that fills in the information, or ooh, that sounds good, or ooh, I like that. Like, you can't just allow that to be your response, because then you passively will accept that as being truth, and it may not be true at all. It may not be true at all, right? So you have to allow yourself to take that and put it on the shelf before you accept it, because if you don't, you are going to accept that into your knowledge bank, and it's going to determine your future knowledge, and it's going to fill in a piece of your puzzle in that area of your knowledge bank, and it's going to determine how you are looking at everything else. So imagine you're doing a puzzle, you're trying to put the right pieces in. Well, sometimes a piece will fit into the puzzle that doesn't belong there. Sometimes the piece will fit there, but you can look at it and see that it doesn't belong there, right? So sometimes some information that we receive, it'll fit into the piece of knowledge, information that we're missing, that we're seeking or looking for. It'll fit, but it's not correct. It doesn't go there. It's not correct. And then you'll start to build the rest of the puzzle around this piece that is not the correct information, right? You'll start to inform your decisions based on this false information that you've received, and it'll start to direct your path, right? So that's why we have to allow the word of Yah, His word, His Spirit, to direct our pathway. Otherwise, we'll have a worldview about something, or a scriptural view about something that is not accurate at all, right? So when we hear something, we can't unhear what we've heard. Once you've heard something, you can't unhear it, right? It's in there now. So, but you have to determine consciously what you are going to do with what you just heard. And a lot of times we don't do that. Like, we don't determine, what we do with it. And this came to my mind because I had that experience recently where I was studying something, and the Most High was showing me something different, and I was like, what I was already thinking, I had to ask myself, where did I get that from? Like, why do I have this particular thought or belief or understanding of this thing? Like, where did it come from? And I was thinking about how it actually happened a couple of times recently, examining a particular thing. And I was like, man, it was some years ago that I was listening to some videos and reading some different things, and it was new information for me. And at the time, it filled in that understanding. But I mean, in my mind, I've always kind of had it on hold. It's always been kind of like, but it's there. So it's kind of like my mind will check in with it to see, to assimilate other information around that understanding. But the Most High had to bring it to my attention to say, why is it that you think this particular thing? And I was like, why is it? Is that information that I passively took in, and it's holding a place in my knowledge bank. And I had to consciously sweep that out to say, wait a minute, I don't know that that's actually true, right? So let me re-examine, and so it brought that to my consciousness. So I wanted to share that with you all, just to because I think we take in stuff so quickly. Like when I'm on social media and online and stuff, and people will say something and everybody will be like, oh yeah, everybody will agree so quickly with all kinds of wild things, just the wildest thing, and we don't realize that thing is taking up a space in our heart and our mind. We have to guard our ears, guard our hearts, guard our minds, and be conscious of what is coming in, because words are seeds, right? Words are seeds. So a seed is planted in the soil of your mind, of your heart, and in the right conditions it'll start to grow. Right? In the right conditions it'll start to grow. And we want to make sure that we're not nurturing and becoming rooted in a belief or in a understanding that did not come from the Most High Yah and His wisdom and understanding. Hallelujah. So we want to be conscious of that. We want to be conscious. We want to cultivate our garden, right, of our hearts and our minds, and be mindful of what seeds are being sown and what's being nurtured and cultivated, so that we can continue to rise in understanding that leads to life, and we don't get wrapped up in the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. We want to continue to be connected to the tree that leads to life, the knowledge and wisdom that leads to life, that leads to nurture our relationship with the Most High Yah, and know that the enemy is always trying to plant seeds that may seem innocent. It may seem like it's a non-issue. It may seem like it's not really that important of a topic. It may not be at the moment, but it's going to inform your understanding in other things later on. It's going to keep you going in one direction or another, because sometimes we hear something and we reject it. A lot of times it's the opposite. We'll hear something and we'll reject it quickly because it doesn't align with what we already think and believe. But what we already think and believe was based off of false information, right? So we hear something and we automatically reject it, right? So we just have to be more mindful and not instantly accept and reject things, and just be led by the Spirit. Don't go seeking stuff that the Spirit of Yah has not sent you to. Don't go digging in things that the Most High is not dealing with you on right now, right? Don't just be so, have a healthy curiosity and be inquisitive, but stay on the path that the Most High has you on, right? And don't allow your flesh to have you going here and there and all over the place and digging in places. You're gonna hit something that is going to throw you off, right? So make sure that you are allowing the Spirit to lead you to, because then the Spirit is going to keep you in safety, and He's going to confirm things, and He's going to cultivate what He's showing you and lead you to what you need to see and what you need to know according to the knowledge, that path and the learning that He has you on, right? So just be mindful. Like your mind, your heart is the it is important. It's crucial. Like we are the temple of Yah, right? Yah's Spirit dwells within us. So we have to be mindful of what we are, allowing to enter into our gateways, right? What we see, we can't unsee. What we hear, we can't unhear. And we have to do something with it, right? If somebody walks into your front door, Either they're a stranger or there's somebody you invited or whatever it is. You have to do something. You have to make a decision. Do I need to call the police? Do I need to ask you to leave? Do I need to, go grab something? Do I need to, or do I need to, invite you to, have something to drink, have something to eat? What is it do I need to do with this person that just walked into my door? So we need to treat everything that we hear, listen to, whatever, as something that needs to be addressed, as if it's a thing, because it's a living thing. Everything is living. It's going to bear some type of fruit. Nothing is neutral in this life. We're in a war zone. We're in warfare. Nothing is neutral. So we have to be able to look at things in that way. That nothing is neutral. Everything serves a purpose. Hallelujah. So may the Most High be with you and strengthen you and guide you and lead you in your journey of spirit and truth, to be able to see, know, and grasp His wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of His life, His love, and His power and wisdom. Hallelujah. Blessings and shalom to you.